If I told you that our Milky Way galaxy is plunging into a cosmic chain reaction crash at a speed of 600 kilometers per second, would you believe it? That's right. Right now, the Milky Way, along with billions of other galaxies, is being dragged by an invisible force toward a massive shadow zone. And that zone has no light, no sound, no end. Scientists have given it a chilling name, the Great Attractor. Even crazier, our planet Earth isn't even a speck of dust in this catastrophe. The entire Milky Way is like a single firefly diving into a dark ocean, an ocean made up of hundreds of billions of galaxies. In the universe, every galaxy is like a cosmic nation, filled with planets, stars, black holes, and endless cycles of death and rebirth. They pull at each other, devour one another, and collide, some in bursts of stellar fireworks, others fading into the graves of civilizations. Some say that every time galaxies collide, a new universe might be born, perhaps the beginning of another kind of life. The Milky Way is merely an ordinary member of this vast cosmos. It's about 100,000 light-years across, holding over 200 billion stars. And yet, on the map of the universe, it's almost laughably small. Every twinkling star you see in the sky is actually a sun, and galaxies like ours? There are at least 2 trillion of them out there. That famous Hubble ultra-deep field photo, what looks like a tiny dark patch of sky, actually contains about 10,000 galaxies in an area no bigger than a fingernail. In other words, in any direction you look deep enough, you'll find countless worlds. But what truly stirs the soul is the fate of galaxies. The Milky Way is speeding toward the Andromeda Galaxy at 110 kilometers per second. Scientists predict that in about 4 billion years, the two will collide head-on. It will be a cataclysmic celestial ballet. Stars will pass each other by. Clouds of gas will be squeezed, torn apart, and reignited. The sky will blaze with the birth of millions of new stars. From Earth, the night will stretch into a sea of silver fire, breathtakingly beautiful, and yet marking the death of our galaxy. But such disasters are nothing unusual in the cosmos. Galactic mergers are simply part of their evolution. Many giant elliptical galaxies are the remnants of countless collisions. At their centers often lurk supermassive black holes, weighing billions of times more than the Sun. Take the one at the center of our Milky Way, Sagittarius, a star. It quietly consumes gas and stars, and every time it feeds, it releases more energy than a supernova. In some active galaxies, this energy can illuminate the entire universe. That's what we see as a quasar. They shine brighter than entire galaxies, the most dazzling lighthouses in the universe, and the most violent stage of a galaxy's life. But what puzzles scientists the most isn't the light, it's the dark matter. Galaxies exist not because of the visible stars or gas, but because of an invisible cosmic framework. It doesn't emit light, it doesn't absorb light, yet it makes up 85% of a galaxy's mass. Without it, the Milky Way would have been flung apart into cosmic dust billions of years ago. Dark matter is woven into an invisible web, a vast cosmic structure network linking trillions of galaxies together. Galaxies aren't isolated, they're like cells, forming a greater living organism, the universe itself. But don't forget, the universe isn't still. It's expanding and accelerating. Galaxies are drifting farther and farther apart, so fast that even light can't keep up. That means one day, the stars we see in the night sky will vanish completely. The light from other galaxies will never reach us again. The universe will become a lonely island world, with only us and our slowly dying stars. Perhaps that is the most terrifying ending of all. Galaxies burn in birth, shine in collision, and fade in solitude. And we are just a grain of dust, a fleeting spark drifting in endless darkness. So the next time you look up at the stars, don't just admire the beauty of the Milky Way. Remember, it's the universe whispering to us. All that is vast will one day fall silent.